So, hello everyone. So, today is our fifth day of our Java programming bootcamp. So, in the previous lectures, we have seen many topics on Java, and yesterday's lecture, we have seen interfaces, inner classes, and string tokenizer, string buffer, and the difference between all these things, right? So, now let us focus on some new topic, that is packages, and inside packages let us see the main focus is let us see the access modifiers, that is public, private, default, and protected. These are the four types. And after seeing that one, let us also see how to use exception handling in Java. Okay, so before going to that one, and as always, I want to remind you guys about the attendance form. It will be posted in the live chat at the end of this video, and you guys need to fill that one in order to get the certificate. Alright, if not, you won't be getting the certificate. Alright, guys. So let us see first of all what is a package in Java. Okay, so package in Java is a mechanism to encapsulate a group of classes, packages, and interfaces. So basically, what is a package is, it is just a collection of Java classes, guys. So this line says nothing but that a group of classes, a group of subpackages, or a group of interfaces. It doesn't matter whether it is an interface or class. Nothing but a group of things. Okay, so that is known as package. So adding a class to a package. So once you create a package, what you're gonna do is just add a Java class to that one. In IntelliJ, what you're gonna do? Just go to this src, and we can use the new package option, and inside that one we can just add a Java class. So automatically inside a package there is a Java class created, and we can add as much as Java classes we want if we want in that one, so that the group of class belongs to that particular package. Okay, so sub packages are nothing but package inside another package. All right, guys, so these are not imported by default, we need to import that one. So for example, we have seen a scanner, that is for user input we have taken, right? So it is present in util package, right? So packages that are inside another package are the sub packages. These are not imported by default, they have to be imported explicitly in the sense we need to do that one. Also, members of a sub package have no access privileges, that is, they are considered as different package for protected and default access specifiers. So we will be seeing this protected and default, so don't worry about that one. So this is the example of sub package. So here Java is a package and util is a sub package. How are we gonna configure that it is a sub package? Because Java we have written dot here after Java. So the Java is a package dot sub package, that is util, and inside util there is star. Star is nothing but all the things from a util package. And what is the thing which we imported and used in the previous lectures, guys? That is import java dot util dot scanner. Alright, so we have seen that one, and we have also imported string tokenizer in the previous lecture, right? So basically, this is the basic what do you say, basic thing about packages. I hope you guys got a basic idea. And now let us see, there are two types of packages, that is user defined package and inbuilt package. So user defined package is nothing but the packages which we create, and inbuilt packages are packages which come along with Java JDK. All right, so first let us say built-in packages. So these packages consist a large number of classes which are part of Java API. Okay, that is nothing but Java JDK. It will come under the Java JDK. Some of the commonly used built-in packages are mentioned here, guys. There is nothing but java.lang. Contains a language support classes. Class with different defines primitive data types, math operations, and many things are present inside the lang package. All right. Next, java.io. In this package, input and output operations are present inside package. And then the util contains utility classes which implement data structures like linked list, dictionary, support for date time operations, and we also used the string tokenizer and the scanner as well. So these are from the util packages, and some data structures like linked list, dictionary, and many other data structures are available in the util package. All right. So if you guys have some basic knowledge of data structures, So you can use this util package and implement in Java. And next, applet. And if you want to create an applet, you can use this applet, and there are some more more packages, that is AW. This is for graphical user interface. Like in Python, we will be having kinter module, right? So that is similar to this one, AWT. And in this, the user graphical user interfaces and buttons, menus, widgets, all these things are available in this AWT package. And Java.NET contains classes for supporting networking operations. So for networking related operations, so these classes, Java classes, are available in Java.NET package. Right? So user defined package. So we know how to create the user defined package, right? So first, what we're gonna do is, let us see how to create a user defined package first. So we already know this. Just go here, src, right click, new package, and let us write first let us create day5 package, and let us first see simple program. This is the day5 package, and let us create Java class package. Or else what we're going to do is, let us just take day4 class, day3 example. So here what is happening here is, day3 is a package, guys, and how we are telling that it is a package, it is a hard folder. In this folder there are collection of Java classes. So this is nothing but uh, a package. All right. And next step, after creating the package, now let us see what is the access modifiers, that is public, private, and all those, etc. So let us just create access underscore modifiers. And so before writing the program, and let us just briefly discuss, and let us just see what are the types of access modifiers available. So there are 4 types of access modifiers available, guys. So they are default, public, private, and protected. So these are the 4 access modifiers present in the Java. So let me explain you one by one. So first, default. So when we write int x equal to 5, we are not writing anything here, right? We are not writing protected, public, or private. So this is nothing but default. All right. So we can write some additional things in order to make it private or public or protected. So for that one, what we're going to do is, let us just create a class here, class C1. Let us assume C1. And inside here, let us just take something. First, let us take the default one. Int default equal to, let us just take 1. And private int ERA, let us just take, and let us just take value as 2. And let us just take the protected one as well, protected in pro equal to 3. And finally, let us just take public one, public int public equal to 4. All right. So now what we're going to do is, let us write our main method here. String args. And next what we're going to do is, let us create an object for the class. C1 object1 equal to new C1. And with the help of the object, let us just to print that one, the things which are available in the class C1. And if you put C here, you are able to access default, protected, and public, but not private. All right. So from this, what we can observe is, private can be accessed only within the class. Only within the class, private can be accessed, or else you cannot access that one. All right. So now you can print here. Let me just write a method first here. Void ml, let us write, and you can print PRA. You can print private there. All right. So there is no error being occurred. For the simplicity purpose, let us just remove this, and let us use that m1, and let me show you that private can be accessed within the class. Okay, so I hope we got the output. Yes, 2. What is the value of private, guys? 2. So within the class, we can access private. But when you come outside the class, you cannot access private. Alright, so this is the specialty of private. You cannot access anywhere other than the class. So with the help of object 1, you can print the first, let us just print the default one. Next, let us just print the public, and finally let us just print the protected one. Now let us see whether these three will be printed or not. Yes, we got the output 1 4 3. That is nothing but the private, public, and protected. So these three have been printed successfully. And now we learned about private. Now let us see what is public. So public is nothing but you can access that everywhere, guys. So within the package, within the class, or outside the class or outside the package, you can access public everywhere. All right, so this is a specialty of public. Once you create anything public, you can use them anywhere. And protected and default have some confusion. Many people have confusion between them. So default can be accessed only within the package. All right, so protected can be accessed within the package and outside the package as well, only when we try to extend the code. All right, so if in package p1, let us assume there is a Java class and we wrote something, and in package p2 there is a Java class, and we are trying to access the code which is present in the p1 package, and we are extending the let us assume in p1 there is a class 1 and p2 class 2, and class 2 is extending class 1, then only we can access the protected one. All right, so that is the concept of inheritance. So this is the difference between the default and protected, and we'll be doing a program on the protected and public one, so you guys will understand clearly. So first of all, let us just remove this, and let us create a package. Let us create, okay, so this is not a Java class. New package, package 1, and inside package 1 let us have class 1, and inside class 1 what we're going to write is, let us write all the access modifiers. So what are all the access modifiers we are having? Let us just take the similar int x equal to, or let us just write the same names, int default equal to 1, and private int, and you guys need to observe that we are not writing this inside the main method. We are not even writing the main method, because we are not going to compile this program. We are going to compile the program which is written inside the main, that is the p2 package. In the package 2 we'll be writing inside the main method, so we will be executing that one. We are just trying to access the thing which are present inside the package 1. That's it. That's why there is no need to write the main method here. And private equal to 2, and next public in public equal to 3, protected in row equal to 4, right? So this is the class 1, and this is in the package 1, and now let us create another package, package 2, and inside package 2 let us create a Java class, and let us just name it as demo. All right, and now what we're going to do is, let us write our main method first, public static void main, string args. And before going forward to this program, let us import the pp, that is the package1 dot, what is your class name which is written inside the package1, guys? Class 1. Let us just write class 1, or else let us just put a star so that everything will be imported. Right, so let us just import star. And next what we're going to do is, let us create an object for the this main class, demo class. Demo object1 equal to new demo. And with now let us try to access obj1 dot. Okay, so we did not extend this one, so that's what we discussed, right? We need to extend the class which is written inside the another package, extends class 1. And now with the help of this obj1 dot, yes, protected and public, these two are available to access. Let us just access this protected, and let us also access the public, and let us just run this. 4 and 3. Now let us go into our package 1, and in class 1 let us see what is the value of public and protected. What is the value of protected? 4. What is the value of public? 3. We are not able to access the private and default. So private, this is eliminated at the first only. Private is available only within this class. Alright, and I have already told you about the public. Public can be accessed everywhere. So in the other package also we can access it without any problem. So now the difference between default one and the protected one. So I hope you guys got it. When we go into outside the package and create another package, you cannot access the default, and you cannot access protected directly as well. You need to know the concept of inheritance, and you need to extend that class which is present inside the other package. Then only with the help of the object created you can access the protected class, protected object. Public is obviously accessible everywhere. All right, guys, so this is the concept of access modifiers. So I hope you guys got it. And next what we're going to do is, let us jump into the next topic. Now let us see exceptional handling. So exceptional handling in Java is one of the powerful mechanism to handle the runtime errors so that the normal flow of the application can be maintained. So basically let us see what is exception. So for example, let me just give you a small example, guys. So what happens if we try to divide a number with 0? For example, if we take 5 divided by 0, what is output, guys? When we write some code and try to print 5 divided by 0, obviously that it is not possible, right? We cannot divide anything with 0. We just write infinite when we try to do that one, but here we will be getting an exception, that is arithmetic exception. So let me just show you what are the exception. I'll be explaining the detailedly. Before going to that one, let us just write here, let us just write basic exception, and I will just show you how exception occurs. Public static void main. And next what we're going to do is, let us just create a variable int x equal to 5. And next what we're going to do is, let us just print 5 divided by 0. Alright, so here there is logically no mistake. Okay, so in the writing of the code there is no mistake. And now let me just run this. We got something, exception in thread main. An exception has occurred. That is nothing but you cannot print a number with 0. That is, it has also given the message division by 0. Division by 0 is causing an exception in main class. Alright, so this is the exception, and there is also a name of the exception, that is arithmetic exception. Alright, guys, so this is how an exception occurs. So exception handling is a mechanism to handle runtime errors such as class not found exception, IO exception, SQL exception, remote exception, arithmetic exception. Alright, so these are the different types of exceptions. So when we the process of avoiding these exceptions, even if we write some small mistakes like this, is known as exceptional handling. Okay, so this is the process of handling these small exceptions which are only for the some particular cases. And you can print other than 0, you can divide with anything, right? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter when we divide a number with any number other than 0. So that is the thing. And advantage of exceptional handling. The core advantage of exception handling is to maintain the normal flow of the application. An exception normally disrupts the normal flow of the application. That is why we need to handle exceptions. Suppose we have written a code of 100 lines, guys, and you're having in third line you are having this thing, right? Let us assume this in third line you are having 5 divided by 0. So the total code is correct, and due to this small exception which has occurred, the total code what do you say, execution will be stopped, and it will be totally disrupt. All right, so in order to skip those small steps which are very small mistakes, that is exception, we can use exceptional handling. All right, so that the normal the flow of the application will be normal. So there are so before going to this checked exception, unchecked exception, and error. So and one more thing, guys, error is irrecoverable. So we cannot handle errors. So out of memory error, virtual machine error, assertion error. So these are some errors, and we cannot handle them. Exceptions we can handle. All right. So in exceptional handling, we have some separate keywords, that is try, catch, finally, throws. So these are the different keywords which we use inside exceptional handling. So let us first see one by one what is this try keyword. The try keyword is used to specify a block where we should place the exception code. It means we cannot use try block alone. The try block must be followed by either catch or finally. So what is try block is when we are having some what do you say, important code which cannot stop directly with the due to some exception, we need to put that code inside the try block. And uh, if there are no errors occurred inside the try block, the normal flow of the program will continue. Or else if some error has occurred inside the try block, nothing, the program execution will not be stopped. But what the change will happen is in the next block, we will be writing inside the catch block. So inside the catch block, we will be writing the code which is to be executed if the error has occurred inside the try block. Alright, so the catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be preceded by try block, which means we cannot use catch block alone. Alright, so we cannot use try block alone, we cannot use catch block alone. Catch should be followed by try. Alright, so I hope you guys got, and let us see these three words afterwards. First, let us just focus on try and catch. So let us open our IntelliJ and let us just take an integer int. Okay, so let us just create a new program, guys. New Java class, and next what we're going to do is let us just create try underscore catch. So we'll be focusing on try block and catch block in this program. Public static void main string args, and let us just take int x equal to 5. And now what we're going to do is the code which is very important, and in this case it is not important. Let us just write here, let us just write 5 divided by 0. All right, so we are trying to implement this code. All right, and what is the thing which we learned, guys? Try block shouldn't be alone, it should be followed by catch block. Catch and open the braces, just write exception and space e, open the catch block, and write a output statement. This is catch block, and E is nothing but the message received by the compiler, that is provided by the compiler, and let us also print that one E. All right. So now what is happening here is, so first inside the try block, we have written this statement. Of course, it will raise some exception, and if once it raises this exception, it will go into the catch block, and these both statements will get executed. All right. Now let me just run this. Yes, this is catch block. This got printed, and the E, that is the error message, also got printed. Java.lang.arithmetic exception. So the name of this exception is arithmetic exception because this is the mathematical exception. All right, and division by 0. So this is the main use of the try catch, so that the direct stoppage will not happen. The code will get executed successfully, and the code which is written inside the catch block will be executed. All right. So let me just change this to, let me just take 1. So, okay. So let us just, okay. So just a second. Let us just write 1 here. Now let me just run this thing. We got 5. So now you guys are clear, I guess, with the concept of try catch. So when this is not raising any exception, 5 divided by 1, this is normal, right? So this is not raising any kind of exception. That's why it got directly printed. But when you change it to 0, what is happening, guys? It is throwing some exception. That's why the code which is written inside the catch block is being executed. Let us just run this and let us see the output. Of course, we have seen it, and this is the output, guys. So I hope you guys got what is try catch and this exception keyword. That is, exception is a keyword and E is a message, and this message also we are printing. And next, let us see the finally keyword. Finally, so the finally block is used to execute the necessary code of the program. It is executed whether an exception is handled or not. Okay, so I hope you guys got the statement here. That is nothing but finally block will be executed. It doesn't matter whether the exception have got handled or not, and it doesn't matter what happened in the upper stage, that is try catch. Finally will be always executed. So let us just create a new program. Finally block, and let us just take some different exception now. String x, and next let us just take an array in arr equal to, let us just take new int of 5. All right, so we have taken array, an integer array of size 5, and now what we're going to do is try, and inside the try block, array of 10, let us just take equal to 20. So okay, and let us write catch exception E, and inside the catch block, the exception has been catched, and let us also print E. Now let us just run this and let us see the name of the exception which is being occurred. It is index out of bound exception, array index out of bound. So this is the name of this exception. So just see this, guys. So here we created an array of size 5, but at the index of 10 we are trying to keep the value 20. How is it possible? It is not possible, right? So we have created an array and only 5 spaces are available, and inside the 10th place we are trying to have some value. It is not possible, right? So that's why this exception has occurred, that is array index out of bounds exception. And inside the catch block we wrote exception. This will handle all type of exception, either it can be arithmetic exception or index out of bound exception. All right, so this got executed. And now let us see what is the finally block. Let us go to here, finally, and once you open the finally block, this code is always executed. Let us just run this. Yes, so the exception has been catched, and this message got printed, and this code is always executed. Alright guys, so I hope you guys got it. What is the use of finally keyword? And let me just change it to array of 1 equal to 20. And now let us just run this. This code is always executed. Okay, so what happened here is in try block, we just ARR of 1 equal to 20 be written. That is, we are not printing anything, right? So let us also print this one. We are out of 1. And let us just run this now. Yes, we got 20 as the try block got executed successfully, and after that it will skip the catch block because try block has not raised any kind of exception. And in the finally block we wrote this code is always executed. So this is the use of finally block, guys. Alright, so I hope you guys got that one. Next, let us see throw and throws. The throw keyword is used to throw an exception. Alright, so throw keyword is nothing but if the user want to throw an exception, he can directly throw the using the exception using throw keyword. And one more thing here, guys. So you guys know the name of the exception now, right? This is the, let us just take 10. Let us just write index out of bounds exception E. Alright, so you can write directly the name of the exception, or you can just write exception. It will handle all type of exception. Okay, so this is index out of bounds exception, guys. You can directly write the name of the exception which can be occurred. Alright, and now what we're going to do is let us see the throw keyword usage. If the user want to throw the exception manually, then you can use throw keyword. Let us write a main method and let us create a class first, class C1. Okay, C11. And next what we're going to do is let us just write a method void check age int n. And what is the problem statement here is if the provided age is greater than 18, you just need to print that one you are eligible for voting, or else you just throw the any kind of exception. So till now we learned about arithmetic exception and index out of bounds exception, right? Throw any kind of exception. You will be knowing many more exceptions just for the simplicity purpose. For example, I'm just telling you to throw those examples. Example of two exceptions. So let us just write if n is greater than 18. Let us just print you are eligible. Else, just use the throw keyword, and the syntax is throw space new space, and let us just throw the arithmetic exception. All this is in the open braces. You can write the what do you say message also. This is throw keyword. Let us just write. Right, and now let us just create an object for the class c11 space object1 equal to new c11, and with the help of the object created, what is the method name check age, and let us just pass 17, guys. Now let us just run this. Yes, 17 has been passed to this method, and in the place of n 17 has come, and 17 is greater than 18. Is it correct? Not correct. So that's why the statement inside the else block will get executed and throw new arithmetic exception, and inside the message what we wrote, this is throw keyword. This is throw keyword. So this is how you can throw the exception manually. If in case if you guys want to throw the exception manually, you can use this one. All right. So now let us just test with the age 7. Let me just run this one. Okay. So this is throw keyword. If n is greater than 18. Okay, so we need to increase the age, right? So I decreased it. Let us just make it 19. You're eligible. So we're getting a normal message. So this is a use of throw keyword. And now let us also see an example of throws keyword. That is the last thing. The throws keyword is used to declare exception. It specifies that they may occur an exception in the method. It does not throw an exception. It is always used for method signature. So throws is nothing but it may tell that this exception can be raised if something can happen in this method. So this is written inside beside the method name. So if the anything goes wrong inside that one, directly that exception which is written is thrown. So let me just write here. Let us just create a new Java class and write throws keyword. Let us write our main method. Alright. And next what we're gonna do is let us just create a class. Let us just take C2. And now let us write void. Let us just write method1 space throws arithmetic exception and open the braces. And next let us just print n divided by 0, or let us just print method 1 of class C2. And now let me just create an object for that one. So let us just create an object for the, what is the name, C2, right? C2 obj1 equal to new C2, and with the help of this one method 1, let us just run it. Yes. Alright guys, so once a method has been called, so it is telling that it will throws arithmetic exception when something goes wrong in this code. So let me just comment out the line which is creating the exception, and now let me just run this one. Method 1 of class C2. So this is the use of the throws keyword. Alright, so let me just change it to throws index out of bounds exception. Let us just try, and let us just run this one. Yes, exception in that is arithmetic exception. So even though if you write some other exception here, automatically the exception which is raised by this one is printed. Right, so this is the use of throws keyword, as it is written beside the what is the method name, and it will tell us if you do something wrong, that is this exception will be raised. Alright guys, so this is the use of throws keyword. And now let us just write a program with multiple catch blocks. So we have seen all the 5 keywords in the exception handling, right? Public static void main string. Okay, so we gone wrong here. String r. And next what we're going to do is let us just first, before going into the try block, let us just take int x equal to 5, and let us just take example of two things, that is the arithmetic exception and index out of bounds exception. So First, let us try to print 5 divided by 1. This is possible, right? And next, what we're going to do is, let us also take an array here, guys. Int arr equal to new int of 5. Let us just take, okay, let us just take 5. And next, what we're going to do is arr of 10 equal to some 1. Let us just take. And since we are having two types of exceptions can be present inside this one, if we change this to 0, guys, so both will be raising exception, right? So for both of them, let us write separate cases. Although you can directly write exception E here, but this is not good, guys. So if you guys write separate cases for the separate exceptions, it would be very good. All right, so that is a use of that is a thing which most of the programmers do. So you guys know the exception name of this one, right? That is arithmetic exception. So okay, right, arithmetic exception E1, and inside the catch block, right, this is arithmetic exception. And next, let us write this code for this one, that is index out of bounds exception, catch index out of bounds exception E2. And now let us write this is index out of bounds exception. Right? And if these both cannot handle, then at the last, let us write the exception E3. And right, this will be printed only if the above both catch blocks cannot handle the exception. Right? So now what we're going to do is, if both of the catch blocks which we wrote here cannot handle the exception which is raised by the try block, then only this statement will be printed. And final, let us also use the final leave key block. This is always printed. Alright, guys, so this is the thing. So what we did here is, so first let me just run this program and let us see different cases. This is arithmetic exception, this is always printed. So in the try block, what is the first line, guys? 5 divided by 0. Here only exception got handled. So this is which type of exception, guys? Arithmetic exception. So it will check for the catch block of arithmetic exception, and it got founded that one, and this statement will be printed. This is arithmetic exception, and it will skip all these catch blocks, goes into the finally block, and it just executes. This is always printed. Alright. And next, what will happen here is, let me just change this to 1, and you guys can expect the output now. What will be the output, guys? So first of all, 5 by 1, this will be executed successfully, 5. And next we are trying to do this one, arr of 10 equal to 1. That is one is not possible, right? So it will check for the index out of bound exception. First, in the first catch block, what is the name of the exception we wrote? Arithmetic exception. It is wrong. And next, catch block. In this one, we wrote index out of bounds exception. Here, this is correct, right? So now which will be executed, guys? This is index out of bounds exception. This will be executed. And next, and obviously the finally block will get executed. And what if we just change this to this one? So what will happen, guys? Try block will get executed. Both of this will get executed, and after that, finally block will get executed. Alright, guys. So this is it, and let us see what are the next things available. So there are two more programs which we can do in this exceptional handling, and that is, let us also see this checked and unchecked before finishing this session. So the classes that directly inherit the throwable class, runtime exception, and error are known as checked exceptions. Okay, so checked exceptions are nothing but they are checked at the compile time. Alright, so when we are trying to run the code, then itself this checked exception will be raised. That is IO exception, SQL exception, and etc. And unchecked exceptions are nothing but the code will compile successfully first of all, and after compiling it will check for the these logical errors, that is 5 divided by 0 and this error of 10 equal to 1. These are nothing but unchecked exception. So after running of the code it will get to know that okay, this is an exception, so we need to throw that one. So the classes inherit the runtime exception are known as unchecked exception. They are checked at runtime. That is, these are the examples: arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, array index out of bounds exception, and etc. So these are nothing but checked and unchecked exception. And that's it for today, guys. And tomorrow, let us see the two more programs, that is custom exception and nested try catch. And do not forget to fill the attendance form. And thank you for watching, everyone.